Soul Boom, you're now tuning to Soul Boom TV. This is the Soul Boom Podcast, episode 8. If you are looking at it on YouTube, please follow, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell. You know, we post all the goddamn time. If you listen on Spotify, Google, Apple, all that shit is available on all those places. Always available early on those places. Make sure you rate the shit 5 stars, follow, share, all that jazz. I do want to start the podcast by saying prayers to everybody in Louisiana right now dealing with Hurricane Ida. I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah,
it's Ida. Yeah, that's crazy. Prayers, be safe to everybody down there.
Shout out to all our family in the city.
I was thinking about this the other day. I remember as a kid learning about the geography of New Orleans and Louisiana, how it was like the bowl. I was like, I wonder why they know it's hurricanes. I was like, I wonder why they let people live there. Like, they don't let people live next to hurricanes.
You gotta understand how old.
But I think it's because like people been there for so long, like even before. But it's just weird, like you know what I'm saying, because they don't let people live next to volcanoes, and that's kind of why I liken it too, because like it's like a hurricane hub, like the perfect storm to fuck niggas up for hurricanes. It's just it's weird. But
Shout out to the 5.
Yeah, but yeah, prayers up, all that shit. Bow. But you know why we here, man. You know why we here. The long awaited, the forever hated.
I got a mouthful.
Tuesday.
Nigga, I've been waiting. No, I couldn't fucking wait, nigga. I've been holding this shit.
It's Tuesday, you hear me? Kanye dropped, I guess you could say a surprise, right? Surprise.
It was a surprise because no one anticipated
it kind of leaked a couple days before. They said like his album was submitted and it might drop in the next couple of days. Yeah. But I said it was
a surprise. I woke up.
It's still a surprise because it was at like 8 p.m. Usually it's at midnight on a Friday, but it was at 8 p.m. on a Sunday morning, which is kind of fitting for Kanye, I guess. But yeah, that Donda drop, man.
8 o'clock Sunday morning, you going to church?
That Donda drop, man. Yeah. That Donda drop. But since you seem so eager, Reginald, why don't you give us your
Let me go ahead and take y'all on the journey.
Your first impressions and reaction to the album, son.
Take me there. Show them bitches. I'm about to take y'all on my Donda journey. You hear me? I woke up.
Yes, you did.
I seen a notification. I'm like, oh shit, Donda out.
What notification you got? From me or from like Apple?
Not Apple Music.
Okay.
I'm like, oh shit, Donda out. I'm like, okay.
I didn't get that. You got that?
I didn't get that.
Me.
I actually got it.
I didn't know you can get notifications, but okay.
Yeah, they give like anytime my album come out, they give you notifications. But I'm like, oh, the Donda out. So I'm on my way to work. Get in the van. I type in Donda.
Like, I'm not picking like your shit. Or you not talking?
You can hear me? I'll go.
Yeah,
I'm tripping. I'm thinking. I got you confused. I'm tripping.
You was looking at the wrong one.
I was looking at Justin.
Yeah.
So I pop in my AirPods and I start the journey. First 3 songs in, I'm almost ready to turn that bitch off.
Whoa!
To be honest.
Whoa!
Let me finish my story. Dang.
You know what the first 3 songs are to that bit?
The first 3 songs, not the beginning.
You counting Donda Chan?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Are you counting Donda Chan?
Let's let him finish.
Number 1, I started out from the beginning. All the way to the end. I am adding the Donda to it.
I just don't count Donda Chan as a song.
I'm adding it just because I started from the beginning to the end.
As everyone did.
Right. Go ahead.
I was ready to turn it off. It was not interesting. Now, when I got to Jail and I heard Jay-Z, I was like, okay, Jay-Z.
You know, Jail is the first song on the show.
Is it?
Right? Yes, that's why.
And it's like
that's why when you said the first 3 songs, I'm like, Jail is the first song on that bitch.
Okay, but Jail still is not all that either. I heard Jay-Z verse. Jay-Z verse was cool. I'm still not interested at this point. Let me see the playlist. I'm about to tell you, they're not.
Off the Grid.
Now, when I got Off the Grid, that's when I was like, okay, I actually like that song. Off the Grid was good. But other than that, I was ready for it to be over with.
Nigga handed the phone back.
I was ready for it to be over with. I listened to the complete album. By the time I got to I don't remember what number I was on, I thought that the album had restarted because I started hearing the same songs. And I was like, okay, nah, he just fucking with me.
Now, Kanye was
another reason that I really, really was upset about that the nigga don't have explicit version of the album.
Well, I mean, everybody.
Even though the niggas on that bitch cursing, there's no explicit version. And boys know how I am about non-explicit.
Don't say boys.
Yeah,
nobody knows how the fuck you are,
it's
nigga.
It's just us.
You are a nigga on the
Non-explicit
couch.
versions. I would not listen to no non-explicit album. If y'all cursing on the album, you have to bleep it out. I have a problem with that. There's a difference between actually cursing on the album and bleeping it out and just rapping without curse.
But you
What's-
listen to it
what's
3
your
times
issue?
though.
I did.
What's your
I had
issue?
to. I don't like it, son. If you go curse.
He-
I don't even get the option. If I want to listen to a non-explicit version of the album, give
You
me
know
an
it's
option.
interesting. I didn't realize it was no cursing until 504 came on Off the Grid. I was like, wait.
Oh no, I noticed there was no cursing.
No,
I was
I
like, on the 3rd track in. I was like, what? Cause they started bleeping 5. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
He was supposed to say nigga right there.
Yeah.
yeah, they start bleeping shit out. I think that the album was very overhyped. Boys actually overhyping that bitch right now. They saying that it's fire. It's not fire.
So let me ask you this.
It's a very cool album.
So you listened to it 3 times on Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. Have you listened to it since?
Yes, I listened to it today.
Oh, okay.
I listened
And
to
you
it
feel the
today.
same?
I feel the same way.
Interesting.
It was actually even worse today because listening to it, I actually started skipping shit. I was able to skip shit because I already had listened to it. Like I said, out of the whole 27 songs, number one, the fucking shit too long. That's number one. That's too many songs.
Yo,
No, I think
You got like 5 of the same
I
songs
think,
on that whole.
Jesus Lord, part 2 is 11 minutes.
That is the shit too long.
I think Jesus Lord part 2 is 11 minutes.
I worked out to that song and didn't realize it's 11 minutes.
I think
It's
part
too
2
long,
part 2 is 11 minutes.
But that
I think the whole album is like an hour
Jada.
and 48 minutes.
So what would you give the album 1 to 10? So how many songs you think you fuck with off the album?
Out of the whole album, I probably either like 5 or 6 songs out of 27.
Very interesting.
Therefore, the album, I did it. I think it's cool for what it is.
What would you give it out of 1 to 10?
I'll probably give that bitch like a 5 or a 4, to be honest. It's very low for me.
This has been.
It wasn't that. It was not that good.
This has been the Soul Boom podcast.
You
It wasn't that good, son. It was a cool album. It was cool for what it was.
They gave it a 4 or 5. It's crazy. That's actually
No, son,
insane, son.
you gave me-
It was
Insane.
only Sunday. You
This
gotta
is
understand. 27 songs. I only like 6 of them.
Yeah, you wrong about that though.
It's just my opinion, son.
No, it's definitely his
That's my
opinion.
opinion.
There's no right or wrong.
There's no right or wrong. That's
You
just
go-
my
how
that's my
you-
opinion about it.
But that's what. But
What about you,
what
Justin?
Boys will say is that is a wild opinion.
Super wild. Super 5 or 6
That is a
songs.
wild-
They
I
I think
say
it's wild that niggas hyping that hoe, saying that
don't-
it's fire.
I won't
I
necessarily
think that's
say it's
wild.
hype. I'll say this: the artistic direction Kanye went back into.
Tell him.
I feel like people weren't anticipating the music production.
Tell 'em.
A lot of people are stuck on, the fire beat, fire song, fire beat, fire song. No coherency of the whole thing whatsoever.
Wait, you don't think the thing was coherent?
No. I'm talking about like with other artists. I feel like nobody was anticipating him to go back into his like. Well, maybe people were because he was on stage floating with the mask on. So one day he was in all white and they was in heaven or some whatever they was talking about with the stage.
I don't know what you're talking about right now, sir.
Well, during his whole Atlanta run,
Yeah, but what
what I'm referring to is each day apparently when he got on stage, the set was a different color.
Yeah, but what do you? I'm talking about. What do you?
But I'm saying I don't think people were prepared for him to go back into that like super artistic like bag. Like I feel like it was a pure like I don't think this was like a rap album like how people trying to.
I don't think it's a rap album at all.
I don't think it's a rap album how people trying to pocket it like they didn't.
Tell me what you think of the album though. So I feel like you just talking about the.
I do have a question once you finish.
Let me
as
go
well.
ahead and start off by saying it to me. I will give it fire. I'll give it fire. And purely because I've listened to the album more than 5 times now.
Damn, that's a lot of time.
Well,
that's
because
5
like I
times.
said,
That's 10 hours, bitch.
But that's because
He said more than 5 times.
that's because the
say
first
It's only
on
Tuesday.
Sunday you do 2 listens. Monday
Gotta
I
give
did
it
2
2.
more. And I heard it today. So I feel like the album itself is pure Kanye putting his all into music, and I really enjoyed it. The first beginning, the Donda chant, I was like, where are we going with this?
Like, what the fuck is
Where
this shit?
are we going with
No, I
this?
saw something about that earlier today though. They said that the Donda chant represents his mom's last heartbeats. I saw that today.
Damn. Well, see, there you go with that artistic stuff that it could go above your head if you don't stay tuned to what he got going
Man,
on.
above your head. Nobody would know that shit unless they told us.
Right. But
That's
then
true.
you go into jail Tell me if you ever had someone.
Nigga had me put my hand behind my back, bitch.
Son, listen to me, son. That jail was hard. Then you had Jesus Lord, fire. Jesus Lord Part 2, okay, fire. Son, it's the whole album. You could listen to it over and over again. There's no skips. I haven't had to skip not once.
No skips?
There's no skips. There's no skips, son.
Nigga, I can't believe you.
And you know what I'll say about Kanye?
No skips?
I'll say this. Man, what a great job this man's done at incorporating all these different sounds. And nigga slid in Sia. He slid in her. Sia. Didn't even know she was on the album. Somebody had to tell me. Didn't know.
That's that thing when you don't mark the features. I hate that. I do hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it, but I like it at the same time because it makes a surprise when you hear who's on it. But at the same time, when it's somebody you don't recognize their voice, you don't know who it is.
And let me say that Kanye, I feel like he should just go ahead and start DJ Khaleding it. What I mean by that is he is remarkable at gathering a bunch of misfits,
Producing.
and putting them together and making them sound fucking phenomenal. When I told you we got 5-year-old foreign, jump in the back, cat on the hat, get a bit back, he was man. Let me tell you, 5E was giving us full
Everything.
He gave us full ability. He even came out after Kanye dropped. Was like, yeah, y'all like me on that Kanye shit? Guess what? We about to drop a Kanye.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I think 5 had the hardest verse on the whole shit.
On the whole
album, yes.
Hey man, I don't know.
think
You have
Favi
Jay
had the hardest verse
Electronica
on the
who
whole
came
shit.
in on
Jay
you have
Electronica
Jay
had the
Electronica-
hardest verse on the
you had
album.
Jay Electronica
Period.
come on. Jesus Lord, and I don't
That
know,
nigga was
man.
spitting.
That's
spitting.
a gentleman who raps beyond
Bow.
rapping,
Yes.
rapping ability.
That
that's
nigga was
That's a
spitting.
god tier rapper. So
Bow.
He took me there.
we gonna say that Jay Electronica for sure, to me personally as well. Jay from the city had the hardest verse on the album. Then
Very-
it would be
very much
then it would
so.
be Favi for me, and then I probably say Jada.
Who?
Jada Kiss.
Oh, on Jesus Lord Part 2.
Yeah.
So what'd you get out from on the scale from 1 to 10, son?
I give it a 9, son. I
Interesting.
genuinely give the album a 9. I'm not gonna go as far as say
You said
10.
it was no skips on that whole.
No skips.
How come it's not a 10? If it's no
Just
skips,
'cause you don't skip it mean the song
You
perfect.
know what I'm saying?
they sound perfect to me. If you ain't skipping no songs, that mean you like every
That's not
song
what
on that bitch.
That mean it's not skippable. Mean the song is like I don't want to hear this shit.
I don't want to hear this shit. Like this
like
song sound bad.
I can not like fully rock with a song and be like, oh, I'll leave it on.
That's
But
wild to me.
I'm gonna keep
You
it a
sound
buck.
wild,
You have
wild,
lost
actually.
your goddamn. You have lost your marbles, Reggie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause I ain't gonna lie. If you'd have asked me the first day, cause I only listened to it one time on Sunday. I listened to it one time on Sunday. As soon as I woke up, I went to work, and I listened to it one time. If you'd have asked me how I felt that first day, I would have said it was mid and meh, right? But then I listened to it Monday morning, right? I woke up Monday morning, turned it on immediately. I said, let me get a bit the second listen, just see what I said. I could listen to this song. I could listen to this album every single morning when I wake up, and I'll also listen to it today when I woke up. I could listen to this album every single day when I wake up for the rest of my life.
And can I quickly interject real quick? And then you know what else makes it a non-skippable album? The fucking feeling that thing can give to you.
Absolutely give.
It gives you
absolutely
a very much
I'm not gonna lie. So
uplifting feeling. So if you were going with a,
that's why I say I could listen to it every morning when I wake up.
If you are going with the whole, man, best rap gospel album of all time.
I can't
Seriously.
believe
I don't
that
think it's a
right
rap album. I guess it's a rap album, but it's a gospel album for sure.
Best.
I could listen to this shit every single morning when I wake up. I swear to God, this shit is amazing.
And
I ain't gonna lie
another
to you.
Last thing, my son Kanye was rapping.
The production on this shit, phenomenal. Number one, let me go. I have my phone. The production is phenomenal.
Y'all boys crazy.
I'm not even a huge Kanye fan.
Y'all say it's a gospel album. What's making it a gospel album?
I think. Did you listen to it?
I did. But I'm saying, what's making it a gospel album?
What makes
talking
anything a
about
gospel album?
God
He's
in
talking about
every-
God in almost every song, and
Every
it's
song.
there's no curse words. It's not like I think he did that on purpose for the gospel reference. And like I say, he's talking about God on every single song.
His life, losing his wife.
What makes
temptation?
I think you're saying that because you're associating Kanye West with rap. But when I ask you this, like it's kind of similar to when people didn't want to make Lil Nas X Old Town Road a country song when it is. What makes this not because they're rapping makes it not a gospel album?
I didn't say that. You mentioning God in the song don't make it.
Not a song. Every
Every
single song.
song.
In the feeling like Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord is absolutely a gospel song.
I agree with you on that. Like,
God breathed on this?
Actual song.
God breathed on this?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Jail is even a gospel song to
It's
me.
certain songs on there that do give you that gospel feel.
I think majority of this. I think it's a gospel album.
I wouldn't label it a gospel album.
I think it's a gospel
It's a
album.
rap
Hurricane
Jesus
with The
Lord.
Weeknd. The angelic vocals of The Weeknd on Hurricane.
Yeah.
But anyway, I can listen to this shit every day. This shit is absolutely amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you. When Jail came on, Jail's my favorite song right now. I can listen to Jail's my favorite shit, especially part 2. I was about to say Justin said some wild shit earlier today. Who you think did better on Jail?
Oh, that's what we talking.
The baby or Jay-Z?
Probably the baby.
The baby,
For sure.
the baby had the far superior verse to me. I don't know how you even.
genuinely.
The baby
think
for sure had the
Cole
better
hopped
verse.
on that thing.
Jay-Z was
Whack.
okay. The nigga
Jay-Z was okay.
He gave us nothing.
I agree with that as well.
He was
I don't
okay
know.
on that
I don't know why you so bucked up about Jay-Z's
It's because
verse.
I'm a Jay fan.
He a Jay-Z
I don't know
fan,
why you
that's
so
all.
bucked up about
I
Jay-Z.
love
That nigga
Jay-Z.
verse was
I came up
subpar.
on
It was
Jay-Z.
It was cool. It wasn't bad at all. I'm not gonna say it was bad.
It wasn't bad.
But
Shit
it was
wasn't subpar,
regular.
though.
It was
But
definitely
like I
very
said,
regular.
We go from Jail
The baby
right?
went harder.
to God breathed on this. It's fire. You heard me? Fire. Then we got Off the Grid. Off the Grid is absolutely. Off the Grid is like probably the most hip hop song on this shit.
Off the Grid is a good song.
Super hard. Hurricane with The Weeknd and the Lil Baby. So angelic. So gives you. Feel like you can flow. I feel like I can flow into the sky when I'm listening to
These are
Hurricane,
facts.
bitch.
These are
Like I
facts.
feel like I'm about to get a. Come on now. Praise
Lil
God.
Baby came on there.
Joe. That's the one with Dirk on it, huh?
What?
Joe.
Oh yeah.
Joe, and he talking about Vaughn on that bitch. Dirk bodied his verse too. Almost like the features. People say the features carried, and I agree with that. I think it was like one song in this bitch when when Kanye wasn't even on it. It might have been a couple songs with Kanye wasn't even on
There
it.
were a couple,
But
I mean,
I think definitely the
sure.
features carried this whole. But not in a bad way. Like
Son, he
it
has
was so feature heavy, and the production was so. The production was great. When we talk about God, then we talk about Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord is absolutely fire. Part 1 and 2.
Son, you skipping?
I'm
Junior.
okay.
Come on, son.
No, it's I don't even. And we're not even talking about what you call it.
Y'all boys really excited.
We're not talking about No Child Left Behind. It's
crazy.
No Child Left Behind. No Child Left Behind. That's not.
I can't believe that y'all excited.
Son,
Y'all actually.
it was
flabbergasted.
The
nigga.
song is actually fire, son. And like I said,
Flabbergasted
Pure Souls with Roddy Ricch. Oh my God, Roddy Ricch bodied that shit.
Pure
and that
Souls was
an
fire.
old girl on what's her name, Shisha or something like that.
Sia?
Whoever the fuck, she bodied her shit too on Pure Souls.
oh, wait,
the girl in the Pure Souls, who was that?
Which one? Wait, is that the Jamaican young lady?
I don't know. But it's a young lady at the end of Pure Souls also bodied the fuck out of that shit. Like Pure Souls is amazing. So like the whole album is amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not putting the names on there.
And it's very interesting that like I remember you asked the other day in the group chat which one is harder, which album is better. I didn't respond because I wanted to talk about it on the podcast. But it's like I feel like you can't even compare this to J. Cole because like I said, I think it's a gospel album, not a rap album. Like I was actually listening to J. Cole before you even said that, just to compare. Cause I think I like this better than J. Cole, but it gave me a whole different feel. Like J. Cole give me the mean, ugly face. Like this shit is hard, but this shit give me I want to float into the fucking air, and I can listen to this shit every single morning to uplift me and put.
All the time, man.
And this shit put me in a space where I feel like I be motivated. I be
Son, it's a great gym album too, man.
It's like it gives me a fucking feel that I am like it just this type of music make you feel. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not the biggest Kanye fan, but this shit right here, nigga, was fucking fire.
Was saying that Kanye don't talk about nothing, but the whole album was him talking.
Yeah,
about something.
I don't understand where. That was my boy Mike. Shout out to my boy Mike.
Damn, you go.
Shout out to my boy Mike. That's my boy.
My son.
I'm actually just sitting right here listening to y'all boys, and y'all
We're really
y'all excited about it.
Because it was a fire album. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fucking fire.
Son, do you know the last time we
fire
had
at all,
a pure like all my heart into music Kanye? We haven't had.
You
that
see
in
how
quite
we
some
praise
time.
it and all of a sudden it's poo?
No,
He didn't call it poo at first.
I didn't say poo. I said cool.
Oh, I thought you said
okay.
poo.
Y'all said cool.
But my thing is, son, why such the disdain in your voice about it though? Like, why
He really don't like that shit.
Why are you so like?
No,
wow,
I told
I'm
you
so
it wasn't.
surprised.
Like I said, it wasn't a bad album. I just thought that it was cool for what it was.
Now, may I ask you a question?
What?
Are you still stuck on some past behaviors that's not allowing you to accept the music, or what? Because some people are of that same breath of, I can't listen to the album just because of all his antics and everything prior to.
I'm not
this
worried
album
about
coming
none. I'm
out.
not worrying about none of that. I listen to the album
Purely just solely
just
off
to
of the
listen to the
music?
album.
Okay.
I'm not worrying about what the nigga do.
No, yeah. I just understand.
I know.
Understand.
It's just like
I
I
don't
said.
see-
So I listened to it multiple times. I gave it a try.
How'd you listen to it?
I just thought that it was cool.
How'd you listen to it?
I had my AirPods in
Every time?
every time.
You didn't listen to it?
You didn't listen to it in the car on the speakers or just?
AirPods is the best way
No
to go.
speakers?
I think you maybe have to experience it a different way.
You haven't done it justice if you haven't done the speakers.
AirPods is the best. You can hear everything
not-
in the AirPods.
Yeah, but that's not. That doesn't mean it's the best way to experience the music.
I'm not gonna lie, son. You got a big ass butterfly just sitting
That bitch is right there looking beautiful.
crazy. That's what I'm about to say too. But yeah,
Yeah, it's,
you know why that butterfly on the window, huh, son?
I also would probably go not 9.5 out of 10. But like I said, I would not compare this to anything. And when we talk about like how like Kanye and Drake was gonna go head to head, like Drake shit is gonna be pure hits. Like this shit is like a feel. Like I think it's a gospel album for real. I guess it's uncomparable to any other hip hop album that came out this year. Like when we could try to compare it to the J. Cole
When I
or
say
Kendrick if he comes
artist-wise-
or Drake if he comes. Like I don't think you can compare it to any other shit. It's like I think it's a gospel album to be honest, and it's an experience,
Well,
especially with the production on it.
Regardless if we loop it as gospel or not, they're gonna loop it all together and put it in the best hip hop
Probably.
category.
They for sure
or
gonna do
whatever.
it.
They're gonna
Probably.
do that. They're gonna do it,
but it's not a gospel album either.
and
I heavily disagree.
In
I
that
think it's
same-
I think it's the exact same thing when Lil Nas X dropped Old Town Road and they put that shit in hip hop even though it's a country song.
would you be mad if they put it in a category for a gospel award, son?
With me,
Yeah. Like, would you think it was unfitting? Like, if it won
Like,
best
why would
gospel
they
album?
Put this in best gospel album.
I mean, I wouldn't care if they won't do it. They do it.
I'm asking, would
I
like
just don't agree
you
with
just-
it being a gospel album. That's all.
Okay.
If they want to, then hey, he could call it a gospel album. He could call it a rap album.
God, Brie.
He call that bitch a country
Guess
album.
who's
if he wants.
going to
Honestly,
jail
I said,
tonight?
I'm not the person to say what's gospel.
Guess
what's
who's
not, 'cause
going to
I
jail
don't really listen
tonight?
to gospel music like that, but in
Guess
sparing,
who's going to
so,
jail
I don't know.
tonight?
I just don't think it
God
was-
gonna pay my bill tonight.
How you don't?
Hey man, but yeah, I get it album a 9.5. I absolutely it. I'm not gonna say it exceeded my expectations, but I think it met my expectations. I thought the album was gonna be fire, and it was fire. It was a very good experience. I could listen to shit every single day before I wake up, and I think I will continue to do so for the following days. To be honest,
Until Drake.
Y'all do y'all thing.
but I don't think the Drake can give me the same feeling in the morning. Like I said, I think the Drake is gonna be fire, but I don't think it's gonna give me the same like the float into the air by my chest feeling
I'll
that I
tell you
get when I
this
feel the
right
Kanye.
now, man. After seeing Drake pull
But
off,
I don't want to talk about Drake yet.
okay.
Like I said, but after the album came out, what you call it? It was a lot of backlash. It was like a lot of drama that came out after the album came
a lot
out.
of people were calling my son. Well, not a lot of people. They had Uzi
My
come
boy
out
took
calling
Big
my
Drake
favorite-
off
Cause
the
you know,
track. Nigga.
even initially, Jail Part 2 wasn't even on there.
Yeah, a lot of
he had to
a lot
add
of the
it.
part twos.
A lot of part twos he had to add.
No, it was just the one Jail Part 2.
No, there was another.
What else we got
I
added?
think.
No, it was a
at
lot of
first
part
it
twos
was
on
okay,
there.
okay, part 2, and then it was Jesus is Lord part 2 on there.
No, I'm saying but those are on there originally when the album dropped.
So he added 2 more part 2s.
He only added. No, I'm saying he added Jail Part 2. The rest of these was already on here.
Maybe Genuine.
I feel like those part
Genuine
twos
was on there too.
was he had a lot of artists on that bitch, and he just wanted to add them on there.
But the part 2s.
I appreciate the Part 2s.
The part 2s were fire.
Like I said, Jesus Lord Part 2 is 11 minutes long, and I will listen to that shit every day.
Yeah, son, it was a fire. And what's crazy is I did not know that song was 11 minutes. I've listened to that.
It's
song,
amazing.
That part more than one time,
amazing.
and I have not realized it was.
I would
11 minutes
never
at all.
revisit Donda.
But yeah,
You revisited it for?
like I said,
It is over with.
Originally, what I'm about to say, Jail Part 2 wasn't even on there, so that was one drama that had came out. Like they were saying, like the baby's manager didn't clear it, and then the baby's manager came out of nowhere talking
Yeah,
about,
I
nah,
heard
nigga,
about that.
y'all didn't even send it to me. As soon as I got it, I did clear it. You know what I'm saying? So they had to add that later on in the day. Like I said, I'm glad they did because like I said, I like Jail Part 2 over Part 1.
love
contract.
part 1. I love part 1, but part 2 was great as well.
It said then Big Draco came out of nowhere mad as fuck calling what you call it. Oh, he been going hard for days now, to be honest.
has been
First
actually.
Big Draco going after Atari, not Kanye.
Let me
Who's
tell you
next?
what Big Draco talking about.
My son said he about to drop that disc.
Big
Y'all get
Draco,
ready for it.
Big Draco been going off for days
He's
since
gonna diss who,
since
Kanye?
Don fucking
My
right.
son said he
Bitch.
got that disc song coming.
Fucking
And
right.
he actually he actually let us hear his verse from the album
He
as
did.
well.
He was disrespectful
Because
though.
he was supposed to be on remote control.
'Cause he
And,
said something
but also, I
about,
think what you call supposed to be a Cowboy. He was on not this past XXL freshman cover, but the one before that. He was on that last year's XXL freshman. You probably, like I said, you probably don't remember, but he was that last nigga that went in the Mulatto cipher with Favi and Mulatto and whoever else was in that cipher with them.
Oh, that's what we put in there instead.
He recorded a verse for that shit as well. He wasn't on there.
And my son Chris Brown too.
Well, my son Chris Brown called.
But yeah,
him
they
a
said that nigga
hoe.
Kanye weird as fuck. Fuck that nigga. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find where it start. But let me just read it. Kanye West, don't call my phone no more, weird ass nigga. That's why Kim left your bipolar ass. He was tagging him too. That nigga Kanye so pussy lame ass nigga. Thought he could be president. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere. That's why I don't fuck with you, weirdo.
But he
I don't
on the
ca-
album.
Who?
Hov.
Yeah. I don't care how to feel. Kanye sent me that song, Remote Control. I don't hear my verse on it. I think that's where it started, actually.
My son even posted a picture with Kim K. It said he was the first rapper to hit.
This nigga Kanye, shake my head, don't tell that. Because he had text him everything. Yeah.
He said all that.
He said some more shit today, too.
I might have to see.
Let me tell you what that
If
nigga.
I'm Kanye West, I might have to see.
Oh, yeah, today, that boy.
I might have to see Soulja Boy.
Yeah,
from
he said,
Kanye.
I want to fight. Do you know how to fight? At Kanye. He adding this nigga. I feel like you a hoe. Let's get in the ring. I was the first rapper with Kim Kardashian, not you. Tagging these niggas.
Oh wait, that was him. That's
Yeah, tagging them.
I just told you, son.
Kanye old picklehead ass. Donda flopped. Bro, you lame. I might dish you every day for the rest of my life. How I'm feeling,
Damn.
Kanye
You
West.
see how boys state shit that ain't even facts.
Nigga say
Donda flopped.
Nigga say I might dish you every day for the rest of my life. Now Donda, I think it came in second place in most streaming in one day. Second to,
Who's number 1?
you know who?
Oh damn.
Aubrey.
But
Come on now.
That's
But
crazy.
nah, and then like I said, Chris Brown came out calling him a whole.
Yeah, he called him up. But when you
'Cause
call a nigga
my son was
a hoe,
mad.
that means
'cause
yeah.
I'm gonna
that
see,
means
'cause
something.
he was-
he
Chris-
did something to Breezy.
Chris Brown was
For sure.
supposed to be on one of them songs as well.
I ain't gonna lie, you hear me? If nigga called me to be on the album, like, yeah, look, I got this song for you. Come and record your verse, and I record my verse, and when the album come out, I'm not on that whole nigga. I'm gonna be mad too. What you mean?
I understand things happen. You know, artists. do
No,
record
fuck that, nigga. You could call me and let me know.
Man, artists put out hundreds, if not like thousands of songs.
You can
You
call
work with
me.
multiple people all the time. Your songs with everybody doesn't clear.
can
Nah, but
call
people-
me.
You don't put everybody on your song.
But people, though, clear, it's not a clear issue because they wouldn't be mad if they knew it didn't clear.
How it's not clean when you is the song on the album? You just took my verse off.
No, you talking about you got to clear everybody's verse.
Oh, that's fine.
But I'm saying it's clearly not a clearing issue because these niggas.
These
If
people are
it
coming out
was a
saying
clearing issue,
complaining.
they wouldn't be saying. But I forgot what song Chris Brown. Chris Brown was supposed to be on the song, and I understand both sides 'cause at the same time. 'Cause I don't feel like Kanye paid anybody for a verse.
He probably didn't.
Why would you have to?
That's what I'm saying. So if I take, you know what I'm saying, but let's say if you add me,
on my album.
you know what I'm saying, if you add me to come do a verse, and I'm doing it out of respect for you because you Kanye, and I take my time, and then you don't even put me on that shit without even telling me.
I mean, the
you just
courtesy
you just
call.
wasted
Courtesy
my
call.
time
Courtesy
for no
call.
reason. I flew out to Wyoming and recorded a verse for you off the strength because it's you, and you can't even tell me that I'm not gonna be on that bitch. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying.
Courtesy call.
All you gotta do is
Courtesy
call me and let me know why I'm not on that bitch.
Facts. But I mean, it is the
It's that
industry and
simple.
shit happens too now.
Nah,
Don't get
fuck that,
twisted.
nigga. Just how you call me
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask me to come get on this
You think
bitch,
Kanye
call
West
me
is-
to tell me
so
why
you-
I'm
you
not
think-
on this
You
bitch.
think Kanye was the first nigga to have a bunch of people come on rap
Yes.
on the album and then not have them all on there?
Probably.
And I think it's also different. I think it might have been it's been times where songs didn't make the album. But I think when it's like when the song I was supposed to be on comes out, but I'm just not on it.
Yeah,
You
that's,
wanna know
that's
why
different.
it's such a big
That's
deal,
different.
though?
I think I think it's for me. I respect time. So if you had me come spend my time to come out there and you don't even tell me that I'm not gonna be on it, it's disrespectful to
You know
me.
why it's such a big deal though? Because I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure this kind of things happens all the time.
And it's an opportunity.
in that kind of world. But because of Kanye, how big his name is, how much he wilds out, everybody knows his character. He's known as the wild boy of the industry. So people.
I don't think you know it's the wild boy in the
he's known as
industry.
son, he's known
The
to be
wild boy of the industry.
That is
be a
true.
wild boy.
You just came out with that.
I think it is.
Son, is Kanye not wild?
I don't think nobody. He might be wild, but I don't think anybody calls him the wild boy of the industry.
Son, when
That
it's,
shit-
hold on, when it's unpopular at the time, I mean, it's extremely unpopular, like so unpopular that people hated Kanye. This man put on a whole MAGA hat.
Yeah,
and
but
bars is-
I understand
that's
all
a
that.
wild- that's a wild boy.
I understand that, but
Is
I'm
that
like,
a wild boy?
I don't think nobody called. I don't think.
Is he just supporting what he believes?
I just don't think anybody has ever called him the wild boy of the industry until just now. What you
You're
on
the
this
only
couch.
person
That's
out
wild?
of, when you're the only person out of that hip hop community.
We're not gonna talk about that though.
Yeah,
We need to get into the
But
politics.
I'm just saying, he's wild. He's a wild boy. He's known for doing wild shit. Come on, walking on stage, taking Taylor Swift's fucking MTV Movie Award or whatever. Like, come on.
I hear you, son.
a
I
wild boy.
don't think nobody ever called him the wild boy of the industry until
you
you just now.
you just came up with that.
Until you just now.
Well, you're welcome, Kanye.
Called
You're
him the
another
wild
wild boy.
There was some other shit too.
wild boy.
A young lady, I think, Lord, I need your arms around me. What's that song?
About the, I know what you're talking about.
Along with your mercy.
He was saying that
Lord,
she
I
used
need to wrap yours around.
she used
There's
her
nothing
vocals.
for doing things my
I know
way.
what you're talking about now.
He sampled a young lady on that shit too, and she didn't even know she was on this shit. And I don't think she was upset. Well, she might have been upset, but it was a little passive aggressive.
I just feel
Yeah.
like
She
had a whole
was
bunch
she
of-
was on the album, but she didn't even know she was gonna be on it because he didn't give her credit or let her know she was sampling her shit. Cause it was like a little Instagram video she did, I think.
It wasn't even her song, though. Actually,
No,
it was
I
actually
think
another dude's song
yeah, but
because he came
I don't-
and he actually said something to her
I don't give a
about.
fuck, bitch.
He said something about like that's my song.
So what?
He went to the nigga who actually was supposed to clear the song.
So
That's who he
what?
went to.
So what?
It was his song, so he went to him to get that shit clear. He don't go through her to get the song clear.
Nah,
still on the
fu-
song.
nah.
And he switched up the voice. Niggas
Fuck.
wouldn't have known it was her if she would have never came out and said
that's
nothing.
not true. Her fans were tagging her saying this is you. People,
Nobody would have known, son.
her fans.
I wouldn't have known.
that's okay. You, but you, who are you? I mean, if you didn't know who she was,
Who is she?
she's a
Shit.
she's an artist. Yeah, and she's on Kanye's album, and he thought enough of her to put on the album. So I feel like you kind of feel a way about her feeling away.
I don't feel a way about her feeling away.
That's what it
I'm
sounds
just
like.
saying that.
But look,
Like
look,
I said, my son
no, no,
went
no.
to the person whose actual song it was and got it cleared.
Yeah, but don't use my voice. But it's her voice though. So if you
That's
gonna
the
if you
only
gonna
other
use
thing.
Altered. It's altered.
so fucking
Reginald,
don't do that, son. Don't do that.
You know if a nigga hits your
if a
voice,
nigga take your voice
and then
if a
just
nigga
reverb it.
if you recorded a song
It's
or you,
altered,
listen,
son.
if you recorded a song and then a very popular artist goes and profits off your voice just because he puts a filter on it and distorts it a little bit, you're gonna feel away. You're gonna feel
I wouldn't be mad.
you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar right now.
I won't call you a liar.
I'm
son.
a
He's
liar.
lying.
You're wildin',
He's
son.
lying.
You're the wild boy.
You're
right?
lying.
Niggas literally trying to tell me that I'm lying when I'm sitting right here telling you that I would not
You
be
would-
mad.
you
You,
wouldn't be-
want me to say that I would? I'm not lying.
So you wouldn't feel any type
I
of
would
way.
not
So
be
if a-
mad.
So if a
Music
nigga
to you,
takes
son?
your
Your
voice,
music.
a recording of your voice.
I would not be mad.
He's a-
It is the end of the discussion, saying I would not be
You'd be
mad.
flattered by it, right?
Okay, either way, I think that's wrong. I think it's definitely wrong. I think if you're gonna take somebody, at least reach out and give them credit.
A little bit of
Or-
credit, but he
or
don't
act-
have to. Like Red said,
Exactly.
honestly,
Yeah,
he doesn't have to necessarily go through
Yeah,
her.
legally, you don't have to clear anything.
don't have to go through her.
But I'm saying, but don't
But a
use
courtesy.
using my voice on the album, profiting off of it. I mean, at least come on, at least reach out to me.
And it's a good song.
Give me a credit. Yeah, she sounds great.
It's a good song.
Like,
It's a tough
He went through the right source.
I'm not talking about legality. I'm talking about morality. I think morally you should reach out to the young lady if you're gonna use her voice and profit off of it and not tell and put it on your album. That's gonna make you a bunch of money and not even say nothing to her. I think that's morally wrong.
We trying to say the music
guess.
game. We trying to say the music game
I'm,
got
I'm-
morals.
I'm not saying that.
Yes.
I'm just saying that's immoral to me though.
yeah.
You don't think that's immoral to use somebody's voice without letting? Oh, that's crazy.
He distorted the voice, son.
So distorting it, make it not your voice no more.
That's okay.
Adding the filter,
Distort the voice.
chopping and screwing your shit, make it not your shit. That's crazy.
They could distort it to where they don't even recognize.
But people did though.
only
yeah.
because she said something.
No, it's not. Her fans told her. She didn't know until her fans told her, like, yo, this is your voice. This is your voice. I remember that video you did. This is you. You're crazy. This nigga's
It's
wild.
okay to me.
I can't believe you just said that shit.
That is okay.
Yeah.
That boy
Or
came.
that,
he
like
came to
Son.
pod today.
I can't believe y'all niggas think the Donda album fire shit. What's up?
Like, I just think it's because
mad at me because I'm mad. I'm just saying. Son.
You can't believe it, son. Genuinely.
that's that you literally taking somebody else's voice, putting a filter on that shit, and not even that's okay. Whatever. I think it was somebody. Oh, the Shisha girl, the Jamaican chick, or whoever the fuck, the one with the accent. I don't think she knew she was on the shit. Or, I think she knew she was on it, but she didn't know she was gonna be on it twice. So she like.
Her shit was hard.
Nah,
I'm
she
not
knew
gonna
she
lie
was
to you.
on it.
Her shit was
She
hard.
said something like, she like thanks for being on it twice. Cause I think she probably saw how everybody else was
upset and she was on that bitch.
or yeah, like a lot of people being left off. She like, I made this bit twice.
I don't know. I just feel like again, it's a Kanye West album, a very anticipated album. A couple people, of course, are gonna be upset that they didn't make it. Fuck, they had people that were upset
Maybe
that they
that's-
were on it because of other situations and things.
Maybe that goes into the fuck shit that DJ Envy was saying. Maybe it's shit like that, like taking somebody's vocals and not using it, or having somebody fly out and not reaching out and letting them know you're not gonna use, like wasting people's time and shit like that. Maybe that's what DJ Envy was talking about.
Well,
He said that it's gonna come out.
A little bit of his stuff sound
Because they ain't really
It did sound personal.
They ain't necessarily say what actually happened,
But look,
but
I mean,
whatever it is,
Pete.
It's gonna
So
come out.
DJ Envy, he came on the Breakfast Club. I think it was yesterday. Today's Tuesday. He came out yesterday. Like he was like super mad at Kanye. It sounded like he was going off on that
clown.
boy. Yeah, he was calling him a clown, calling the people around him a clown.
He was going in.
And yeah, and then
Not typical
I think he
DJ
came.
Envy behavior.
Then he came back today and doubled down on that shit. Like, yeah, he's still a clown.
I won't say
I
he
apologize.
doubled down.
He definitely did. He said,
He apologized to the people.
yeah,
that
I'm saying he
Yeah.
doubled down on Kanye being a clown.
Kanye,
No, he still called Kanye. a
Yeah,
clown.
he doubled down.
because he was saying
That's what
that
doubling down means.
he was saying with my son doing something, and he's saying that the people around him actually letting him do it.
He was saying he wasn't treating. He was
That
basically
they-
sounding like he's saying he
that
wasn't
they
treating people right.
They should have, real friends would stop somebody from doing whatever the fuck he did.
But
Which it's true. If you a real friend and you see somebody doing something stupid,
We are talking
should
about
stop
a
him.
person with a mental disorder as well.
No,
We
so
ain't talking about this nigga like he a regular
it's
person.
not an excuse. Like I said, I think, like I
He
said,
has I know normally it's like celebrities and stuff like that, but it's quite visible that my son does have some mental health issues that
We don't know what he
definitely
did, though.
should not be
like I said,
underestimated.
like I said, I think that
You can't control people when they wild out, when they have their episodes. And he's had multiple episodes via Twitter or in person when he did the whole TMZ shit spazzing out. He tends to do that. So I don't think Kanye is one of those people that really beats to the tune of his own drum and just does whatever.
like I said, seeing, like I said, I feel like it's fucked up that you take somebody's voice and not use it, or i.e. have somebody come out and spend their time and you don't give them a courtesy call. Like I said, what DJ Envy was saying, he was basically like, it sounded like he was treating people wrong. Like I said, I feel like all that shit plays into it. I feel like it's something in the same vein, like of being just disrespectful and non-courteous and rude in that instance.
we gonna see
Who else is
we gonna see what actually happened. They said it's gonna eventually come out. We gonna find out what he actually.
I
did.
doubt that. But I think that's it on Donda, huh?
That trash album. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. And it's so crazy. You see, I want you to know, son, that
Man, I'm playing. It was
Oh,
that
okay.
cool album,
Oh.
not fire. Cool.
Okay,
That
okay.
full 5 album, 5 out of 10 album. Yeah.
okay.
But
interesting. And
Don-
don't wait and let's not act like those visuals aren't going to be coming out as well. They're
who said
coming.
that?
No, I'm just saying, like he got
Why,
the album
what
out.
make you think that?
Shit, I haven't seen anything. He ain't put out a video. Fuck.
What make you think he'll put out a video? He did 3 live performances.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he's gonna put out a video.
Why you think that?
Because it's
That
Kanye,
nigga would
son.
have had visuals before.
I would think he would have dropped them with the album personally.
It's Kanye. He's gonna have to have one.
Well, he didn't have. When's the last time Kanye put out a music video with him in it?
It is true. It's been quite.
I guess I don't know where you gathering this from.
Didn't he have videos? Wait, St. Pablo wasn't the last video. What was the last album?
He's had several albums. Jesus is King.
That was the last one. I didn't
Ye,
listen
the one
to
with
it.
Ye and Kids See Goals. He had Life of Pablo. I don't think it was any videos for Life of Pablo. He's not a video. He hasn't put out videos on. He's not a video person. I don't know why you assume videos are coming
Yeah, Kanye's known for his videos.
from a long time ago. But as
Yeah.
in recent history, there's no evidence that he's gonna put out any videos.
What album was that song with him and Lil Pump that came out?
He didn't. You talk about Such a Fucking Hoe. I love it or whatever. But yeah,
Look where
but
he came from for that.
Anyway, I was the boy. The real Donda season is gonna be short lived because of course the certified lover boy is coming.
But today is Tuesday.
Certified lover boy in the way, and that's for anybody in the way. Over your ex, so we aim for the head. We don't aim to please.
That boy
Where you
said.
get that?
That boy Corey got paid.
I was just about to say it.
We aim for the head. We don't aim to please. Number one, that boy hacked. What was that Friday? That boy hacked in the sports center with a fucking sign.
He hacked.
Sports center said they had no idea what was going on.
He hacked sports.
My boy hacked. You know,
He hacked $1 billion company.
That nigga be in jail if he hack it.
He wouldn't be in jail if he hacked.
Let's not
it.
say Drake hacked it. Come on now.
Niggas can't hack sports center.
The nigga,
You can't hack shit
The nigga
without
paid for
getting
some
in trouble
time
for
on
it.
sports
It
center.
was Drake. Oh, that was just Drake.
It was cool. It was nice, you know.
You know they say he did that because in Batman: The Dark Knight, the Joker hacked into the television, and Kanye had sent that picture of the Joker in the group chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he announced that Certified Lover
Son.
Boy comes September 3rd this Friday. You heard me. I'm ready for
I'ma be out
action.
Thursday.
You heard me. I'm ready
Waiting.
for action.
So
The
do
real
you-
Donda season's gonna be short lived. I'm gonna throw that shit away like an old toy.
Here's a quick
Damn,
question.
you gonna throw it away? You were just saying
Right,
you
nigga,
could listen
sir.
to it every day.
I could,
And now
until-
you about to throw it away?
Until that Drake come out.
Hold up.
Damn.
Here's a quick question for y'all.
Boy, I say he throwing away the
Here's a
Donda.
quick
It's supposed to
question
be
for
your
y'all.
favorite album.
Do
son.
y'all think
Putting that shit aside like an old toy,
Supposed to
nigga.
be fire?
It is fire. I'm pushing that shit aside like an old toy, nigga. It's fucking Aubrey,
That
nigga.
boy said he doing something like he Woody.
Fucking Aubrey, Woody, straight
See
Woody
how-
style,
that
nigga.
boy-
That
see
boy,
how
I
quick-
don't want to
about
play
to
with
be
you.
See how
Like
quick
it?
boy switch up?
I don't want to play with you anymore, nigga.
Boy switched up quick.
I ain't switch up. I ain't switch shit up. I feel the same, but it's.
Nah, you switching up?
I'm not
So
switching
you feel
nothing
like my
up.
son, Drake,
It's Drake, nigga.
You feel like Drake a evil genius, son?
He a genius.
I think he's petty.
Son, I think my son's an evil genius. In a good
Why you
way.
think
like,
that?
Not like, oh, he's evil. He's an evil person. Like, son, he does.
One more
things
thing about
so
Don.
maniacal and so precise. It's just like
One more thing about Donda is that boy said that it wasn't that Universal released it without his approval, which I don't really believe. But I saw a nigga saying that Drake made that shit come out early. Drake was the one that pushed the button to release Donda early.
like 8 o'clock in the morning and everything.
Yeah.
That'll be sick. But nah, let's not say that. Let's not even believe that would be the case. That he's
Oh,
full
nigga,
capping.
that's a joke.
He's full capping. Come on.
I
funny.
don't believe he. But Drake, nigga, nigga been. I feel like it's almost been a whole year since niggas actually thought that Donda, because niggas thought Certified Lover Boy was coming out last year. We thought it was coming in December, right?
Yeah, we definitely thought that. We were
And then
ready
it's
for
been,
it.
but I think that's when that boy tore his ACL.
Was it in December?
I think it was. I think
was
that's when
around
because then he
then.
like tore his ACL or something like that.
Or broke his hip or some crazy shit.
Some wild shit that he's an actual athlete.
Yeah. Then my son started losing the heart because of Corona.
Yeah, man.
If that's even true. See, boys, look, black men everywhere got concerned once niggas said that they got Corona and their headline started getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Boys was saying that's on left and right everywhere. If it could happen to Drake, it could happen to you, my brother.
But my son confirmed that it's actually coming out the other day. He posted a picture on his Instagram of what's presumably the album cover.
Pregnant women.
Not gonna lie, the album cover made me almost not want to listen to this shit.
And I
don't give a fuck about the album cover, nigga. I'm
You
listening.
you like that album cover?
I'm
Say
listening.
this: when you call yourself,
I'm joking about not wanting to listen to it, but
When
the
you-
album cover is fucking terrible.
Is it terrible or is it genius?
I think it's actually creative.
Is it?
You want me to
terrible
tell
or
you
is it
what?
Genius.
When I look at the album cover, I kind of feel like my son about to be on this bitch R&B style. You hear me singing? Bitch is about to get pregnant off this shit. You hear me?
Is that what you got from that?
Yeah.
Or I'm thinking that he's Drake and anybody could get it. Anybody could get it.
I think a lot of women about to get pregnant off the Certified Lover
I
Boy.
don't
You
know
hear
about
me?
all that, son, but I just think that the album, he's
He
a
about to be
certified.
singing.
So
It's
y'all like
Drake.
that cover? That's what
I liked it. I honestly did. I looked at
actually
it,
like
and
it.
I chuckled and I said,
It's not a bad
Drake.
cover at all.
That shit is horrible.
It's Drake.
That shit is horrible.
You want to call it
He hit
lame,
that
son?
bitch. It's Drake.
It's lazy.
It's
It's
lazy.
trash. That shit is horrible.
Let's be real though. Do we think that's the actual album cover though?
I
Do you
feel like
think
it
that?
is
I
because
feel like
I feel like it
is.
keep on
I
getting.
think you know what? I think
thought
they
it was
actually
a-
confirmed that it's the album.
And if
I
it
think
is,
it's the
son,
real
guess
album.
what?
I thought it was a joke at first, but motherfuckers keep doubling down, and I ain't see an actual real album cover yet.
I just think it's so.
Now they
fucking
confirmed that it's the real album cover, son.
He got
it's,
every-
It's it.
Who confirmed?
I think it was somebody in this camp actually confirmed.
Justin
it.
LeBoy.
Yeah, I think they said that's the real album cover, but I feel like they could be trolling too.
Nah, son, it's confirmed.
It's not confirmed. I think it's said
It
it.
is.
We don't know.
When
I think they trolling. I think
when it come out, you go see them
I think
pregnant
I
women.
think it's trolling, and I hope he trolling.
On Apple
again, we
Music.
say that's lazy, but Kanye gave us a whole black.
That's
What,
lazy too.
nigga? What?
That's lazy.
Nigga ain't give us shit.
That's lazy too.
Shit.
He don't get no
Black.
no pass.
I thought he was gonna at least put Donda the words in old
Something,
English or
nigga.
something. No, nigga gave us
I
black.
thought I was tripping at first. I'm like, damn, is this the Donda album?
Thought it
bitch?
wasn't loading up.
Is this it?
No
I
picture
think
of his
it said
mama or
it
nothing.
was an artist that did it.
And then they got him in all different colors of the t-shirt. Yes, it's not the same girl each time. You heard me?
Let me see.
Yes,
I
sir.
forgot what,
Drizzy.
it was some artist that actually produced his album cover. And then as soon as that bitch dropped, what about to say about that shit?
Boys did a painting of it.
Lil Nas X reposted it, but with pregnant dudes talking about this the Montero album. I think he said his album coming in a couple weeks
Oh
too.
wait, his album didn't come out yet.
His album coming out September 17th.
And he got boot. This man.
Pregnant old dudes, young dudes, bald dudes.
You know my son.
He
Wilding
the
out.
the troll of
got
the
an
trolls.
alien on that bitch too. He got a green nigga on that bitch.
Oh, he on this Doja Cat, huh?
That's funny.
We see a green nigga.
Oh, I thought
Niggas be making up shit.
that's because why I'm looking at it from. It looked green.
But no, son, I feel like when Drake dropped this album, I definitely think it's gonna be a classic. I haven't heard anything, no snippets. I don't even know who's gonna be on the album.
You heard something?
It's fake artistic.
What
son.
did I hear? I heard nothing, son. No single.
What did we
no
hear?
nothing.
What are you talking about?
At
least when Kanye was coming out.
baby. We
That's
know
not-
that's gonna be on the album.
That's not.
It's definitely gonna be an
It's
album.
gonna be on the album.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I thought it was on
It's
something
gonna be
else.
on the album.
It's gonna be on there.
I thought it was on that same package with the lemon pepper freestyle.
No, we can't. Not Drake. Kanye, not Kanye. What's that nigga name?
Come on.
Yeah, Kanye. Kanye is gonna sell 300K first week. I think he projected to 350. I think it just went up actually. Yeah, he projected. I think number one. I was actually about to say he was gonna. I was ready to come back in here next week.
Wait, first week Kanye only did 350?
But he dropped on Sunday though.
Okay.
So he missing like a day and a half.
days, yeah.
So he probably would have did 500.
500.
But I think Drake is gonna do far over that. Not even close. Like,
Yeah, which is crazy because
but I told y'all that last week when I was talking about like Kanye and Drake sales wise, they're not
very interesting.
comparable. That butterfly is still there.
No, son, it's been there for a minute.
They moved a little.
What's crazy is though.
How much you think Drake will do?
Oh, he
Drake
might
is doing
do
that.
900.
Yeah,
He might do
over
900.
800, over 8 for
He
sure.
might hit 900.
Over 8 for sure.
You know that's why he's been waiting, right?
We're gonna
He's
see if
been
y'all
playing the long
projections
game.
right. You hear me? I want to see.
He hasn't done over 700 since shit,
Wouldn't it be views?
but he did $1 million first week on views. So whatever was before views probably didn't do that much.
Damn. So yeah, I mean,
What was before views though? Nothing was the same.
had to been.
Yeah, so it's been.
I think it was actually.
He hasn't done under 700 in a long time.
Long time.
And he's
actually.
bigger than he's ever been. He's at the apex of his career right now. So I
I
think
mean, I expect him to do real.
I'm
Good
definitely
sales.
gonna do over 800.
Wow, Kanye did 3.
I for sure expect my son to do good sales. You hear me? For sure.
Man, even with all this Drake and Kanye hoopla, my guy still only hit 350. We're gonna see what's at the end of the week.
That's
though.
because it was pool.
It's still good though. I mean, that's very successful these days.
What 350?
Yeah, son, it's very hard.
No,
first
that's
week.
that's really good. But this is not
First
it's
week.
not in the same league as Drake.
No.
It's not.
Niggas already said that Kanye lost too, by the way.
He definitely lost.
Shit, that
before
nigga
the
lost
album
soon as he
came out.
started talking.
Come on now, stop.
Straight.
I don't know, son. You sound.
It's
Anyway,
Drake.
Let's skip away from you. I'm gonna spare you right now.
Yeah, I can't wait for CLB. I'm gonna be ready for
Think
that
about
shit.
all Drake's antics up until this point too.
I don't think Kendrick gonna drop before the year's over either. So we're gonna have Cole, Kendrick, Drake, and Ye all dropping in the same year.
Shit, now we need is Wayne. And
2020
then it's gonna be a perfect 2021.
What?
Don't do that.
It would be
Sorry,
after.
son. I apologize.
And
to
Tyler the
anybody
Creator
who-
dropped the Fire album as well.
classic.
That
He
is
dropped
true.
a classic. He did.
My son Tyler did drop.
It's gonna be a nice year. Wayne
It's
can
a
keep
great
his shit.
music year.
Wayne just dropped his though. He dropped the anniversary, like a re-release of the
Carter 4?
Yeah,
I would like for
as
you to
on the
I
anniversary.
would like for you to bless us with music that you're inspired by.
I'd rather not because
I know you're
the
inspired.
last Wayne projects outside of Carter 5 was that
You know what?
has been lackluster.
After hearing the Kanye, I am more than positive that Wayne can come back and give us one last classic album.
I don't understand how you even think that Wayne
can.
compares to
I believe it,
Kanye.
son.
Like what? Like how they even relate musically? Like what makes you think one? Like what makes you think? Oh, Kanye dropped fire, so Wayne could drop some fire when they like in two completely different worlds in terms of art wise.
I'm just thinking about my favorite artists that
I think
has
Kanye
had
can make music forever.
hardships over the time.
Especially because Kanye's like he's not even a rapper. He's like really a producer that raps sometimes.
Yeah, he could produce forever, not rap.
When I say rap, I mean like put out rap albums because he's gonna have niggas. Like I said, he's gonna have niggas come write for him.
Yeah, well, Kanye's international as well, so he could pretty much do it, whatever.
He can hang it up.
You just a hater. You are an absolute hater right
I
now.
don't know what's going on.
But
I think he can hang it up.
I brought up Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X was in the news this week again. For him and Tony Hawk actually linked up, but Tony Hawk had released some skateboards, and in the paint on the skateboards, he had infused his blood with it.
Recently?
Yes,
Yeah.
this week or
They
last
can
week.
actually sit in the truck, getting the blood taken out of him
Talking about the shit.
to get put on the skateboard.
I want to find the post because I don't want to mix quote
And
with.
there's no way he didn't hear about the Lil Nas X shit beforehand.
What are you saying? You saying that he copied him?
I'm not gonna say that. Who knows?
I'm asking. Is that,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
saying you saying that, but is that what
I
you're like
don't know,
insinuating?
But I mean, there is no way that they haven't discussed, even if it was.
Are you
already
being
in
around the bush? Just
production.
say, is that what you feel like he copied him or what?
Nigga, I'm not saying he's copied them because again, when it comes to companies and putting out product, you don't know how long that shit has already been in production and if that nigga had already had that idea. But from an outsider who is very ignorant to those things, it just seems like that nigga did that out the blue for some attention.
You think so?
Did you see it or are you just talking right now?
I'm just talking right now, son. I don't keep up with Tony Hawk.
My son Lil Nas X was mad. You hear me?
All right, so
Because boys wasn't in outrage about it.
Tony Hawk, and I recently became an ambassador for Liquid Death Mountain Water. Apparently, I didn't read the fine print, and now Liquid Death officially owns my soul and my blood too. I don't know. It's very confusing. They're taking my blood, and we're going to use it for skateboard graphics. So they're going to mix my blood into the paint and do a limited run of skateboards using my real blood in the graphics. But some of the profits will go towards killing plastic pollution and to building skate parks in underserved communities. Yeah, so I guess go to liquiddeath.com to get skateboards with my blood in it.
But yeah, so he put out blood thing. Let me see what Lil Nas X tweeted following.
Weird. Really
So following that,
weird.
Lil Nas X tweeted, "Now that Tony Hawk has released skateboards with his blood painted on them, there's no public outrage, and y'all are ready to admit y'all were never actually upset about over the blood in the shoes, or maybe we were mad about for some other reason. I feel like he insinuating that y'all mad because I was gay. I mean, that's what I read out of that. But I think it's very different, the situations.
It's different. It's blood.
Wait, well, people
think
mad
it's
because he
blood.
was gay?
That's all I'm. No. I'm saying when Lil Nas says that. Oh, I'm saying when Lil Nas says, "Oh, you guys mad at me when I had the blood and the shit, but y'all not mad at him for putting the blood in the
I
shit."
thought they were mad at him.
I didn't know about it. If I would have never seen that, I mean, I would never known.
But I think it's completely different because, like I said, I feel like Lil Nas is insinuating
Wasn't
that
he worshiping
as he also he often insinuates, that they're mad at me because I'm gay. But I think people are mad at him because of the imagery with this.
devil stuff,
Yeah,
right?
with like I said, his shoes were really called Satan shoes and 666. I feel like that's kind of like I feel like that's kind of playing victim type shit. Like I
Well, I
don't.
won't say playing victim, but
I don't think he playing victim.
What do you call it?
he trolled. He trolled with the
I-
shoe, so you know
I don't
what
think
you
he
did
was
with
trolling.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the
'Cause-
tweet.
The message
the
behind
tweet.
it,
You know he's trolling, man.
I don't. He don't sound like he was trolling to me. That's a very serious. One no LOLs or nothing in that shit.
nah, he wasn't trolling.
I don't think he was
at all.
trolling. He was talking about Tony Hawk.
My thing is, both of them wrong. I don't know why the niggas.
I don't think neither one is wrong. They can do what the fuck they want to do.
Wrong.
actual blood and shit. Come on, that's
You mean,
actually
you
just
mean
crazy.
to say weird? It's weird. It's some weird stuff.
This shit is definitely weird. But
weird.
at the end of the day, we know why had came out with the shoes because of, everything around him being gay, people saying he gay, he gonna go to hell, blah, blah, blah. That was the whole reason he did it. Not saying that it's right, but at the end of the day, boys could do what they want, but putting blood and shit, I don't see why people actually won't even buy that. Why would I buy something with blood in it? Somebody else's blood in it.
I just think that
I think that's stupid.
I think that Lil Nas X is being disingenuous, and he knows that people, like I said, I don't know what he's trying to insinuate. Like, or was it some other reason? Either you think it's some other reason because either you acknowledge that you had devil imagery in your shit, you called your shit Satan shoes, you had 666 on the shoes, you was dancing on the devil in your video that dropped with the shoes, or you saying it was because you gay. And either way, you playing victim, and they're both of them is not an equivalent situation whatsoever.
But what's crazy?
I do think both is like, okay, weird. I kind of understand Tony Hawk's a little bit more just because like skateboard culture, you bleed, you wreck and shit like that.
I guess.
But both, like I said, both is weird. But I said I understand Tony Hawk a little bit more. But
I see what Lil Nas X saying though.
What do you mean? You see what he's saying?
Like about everything, like. He's saying, like, were y'all really mad about the blood in my shoes, or was it something else?
That's my point, though. I don't think
because what you call him got shit with blood in it, but
who's what you call him?
Tony Hawk.
Okay,
but nobody's saying nothing about that. But when he had blood in his shit, it was a whole.
That's what I'm saying. I think he being disingenuous because I think he know good and goddamn well people weren't mad over the blood. They were more mad about the imagery that came out.
A lot of people was mad about the blood.
Like I said,
that was the whole point of it.
But listen, I disagree. Listen, cause I think that the blood by itself would have been a whole different situation, but the blood accompanied with the imagery that he had coming out with, like I said, he had the blood in something called the Satan shoe. I didn't really hear that people talking about the blood as much as people talking about the imagery of the devil and shit like that. It's fact that they're coupled, kind of like when I said about the baby thing. The fact that he said he had the sucking dick comment, but the fact that the sucking dick comment was coupled with the HIV comment. It's like. The blood by itself, I think people probably been throw it off, but the fact that the blood was coupled with all the imagery that came along with the blood is why people were mad. And I feel like I don't think Lil Nas X is dumb. I think Lil Nas X knows that people were mad at more of the devil imagery more than just the blood. And
I disagree with you.
But you know what? I think Lil Nas X is really a genius.
So you think people were more mad at the blood than the devil imagery? Oh, you're just wrong about that.
But no, I think that boy Lil Nas X is a genius, son, because he knows how to get the conversation going.
He not dumb. He not dumb at all.
The Tony Hawk shit literally has nothing to do with him, and then he wove into the point where now the whole conversation is about him.
And try to spin that shit.
And he did a great job. Like the dude is great at, like he's like to me he's like. Not in the same breath because it's gonna sound bad, but he's as good as the internet as like Tekashi 6ix9ine is.
No, why you say it's not in the same breath? It's definitely the same breath.
But I mean, I don't want it to sound. I don't want people to take it like I'm dissing him or anything.
Who said it was a diss?
I don't know.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is great at the internet.
Yeah, but I think that Lil Nas X is a literal master at the internet, and he knows exactly what to do. It's like playing checkers with a nigga that's playing chess on the internet, literally. And every time people get more mad and more worked up, that's the more popular and the more powerful he becomes. Like, it's literally nothing they can do to stop him at this point now.
I think my son was just trying to make a point. Why boys not in outrage about the blood with Tony Hawk, but
like
they
I
was
said,
mad about
there's no devil behind
it. He's not dumb. I think he knows good and goddamn well the difference and why people were mad at one and not the other.
Weird.
Yeah, both are weird. But I think, like I said, Lil Nas X, I think he's a smart kid.
I don't want nothing with no
I definitely
blood
think
on
he knows exactly why people are mad and how it's not equivalent. But I think he tried to, like I said, spin that shit his way.
Does he actually know though?
Like I said, I think he's a smart kid, and I think he knows.
Definitely.
I think it's actually very clear.
Definitely think he's a genius for sure.
Shout out to Lil Nas X. I'm
probably gonna Tony Hawk too. Niggas came up on you, man.
I'm probably gonna listen to this album when it comes out, just because we're probably gonna want to talk about it on here. So, look, I like that energy because we never react to it, but that Industry Baby song is hard.
Never heard it.
That shit is hard.
Didn't even know that was a song.
Industry Baby is hard. The one with Jack Harlow. Baby back, a couple of racks. You never heard that shit?
Nope.
No.
I never heard it either.
It's hard. That shit hard.
It's crazy. Shout out to Jack Harlow.
Indeed. Yeah, his album's coming soon. This month. Everybody probably gonna be. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a lot of albums coming out towards the end of the year. I think SZA gonna drop this year too.
Shit.
SZA.
And Summer Walker.
Ooh.
Summer Walker about to drop as well.
I think SZA gonna drop.
My Summer Walker.
I think Kendrick gonna drop.
I've been on my Summer Walker.
Who else boys been waiting on?
She said she was about to drop.
If Summer Walker drop, I'm all on that because that last album.
Who else been waiting
on? Kendrick, Drake.
I guess that's it. Yeah, Drake.
I don't think nobody else coming with nothing.
I mean,
Kendrick and
still
SZA
waiting for some
though.
more Mulatto to come out.
And that's gonna be.
Oh, matter of fact, Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, yeah, I guess she probably gonna come and the baby too. He just said his album was done. So the baby and Meg probably gonna end up dropping for the year over too. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably gonna be a nice fourth quarter of the year when it comes to this music dropping.
A very musical year since everybody was locked down. You know,
What?
everybody and their mama coming out before another one. I guess.
I'm ready for all of it too.
Right after the podcast dropped last week, like I think the podcast might have been. I think the podcast might not have been out. Like right after we got done recording, that next day,
That shit, it wasn't 24 hours.
OnlyFans had backtracked on they nudity ban, or they
Sexually explicit.
yeah they ban.
They didn't realize how many of those people were gonna literally leave and try to start their own stuff or go somewhere else.
That's
And
what Tiger
they-
did.
My boy Tiger
I think-
started his
they
own
weren't-
shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I
you hear me?
think Tiger regret everything, bitch. I feel like Tiger. I feel like he acted too soon because he deleted his account.
He can always come back. Right?
My son got his own.
But
platform
if you
now.
but if you delete your I think people your own platform ain't
Was my
OnlyFans
son
though.
Tiger
'Cause
wilding out
peop-
like that on there?
he was fucking yes
Wow, really?
yes.
Wow.
You surprised? We talked about this so many
I
times.
didn't know he was actually.
He was
out there
fucking.
getting booty.
He
I
was
thought he was
fucking.
like, you know.
But look, because I think like the thing that
Tiger was on that.
the thing that makes platforms popular is not really the content most of the time. Because you can take the same content you post on YouTube and post it somewhere else, and it's not gonna be as popping. Because I think like the user interface, the search features and shit like that, everything that plays into a platform is important, not just the content.
This nigga Tiger 2 years ago just came out with Taste.
But he for sure made his own shit. I don't think it's gonna. I think he regret that shit.
It was somebody else that
What
came out
shit
with
did
their
he
own
just
stuff
make
too,
up?
though.
He made his own website. It was like I don't know. He like I said he delete. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I said. People are gonna want to go
Think
to
about to get niggas to go www. Nigga, please.
like niggas more likely to
Not how
like I
to
said.
know.
If I'm on YouTube, I'm more likely to subscribe to your channel than even if I like your content, I'm less likely to
Go to your website.
go to your
nigga.
website and only watch
After-
for you. I'm on YouTube. I watch you when I'm on YouTube.
Facts.
Making somebody go to somewhere else is not as accessible. So I feel like I definitely feel like Tiger regret that shit.
I think he tried to do
He,
something.
he acted
like,
he acted too soon.
I think it was something like the content creators keep a certain amount. I guess it was more than what OnlyFans was giving
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, but it's-
OnlyFans was taking more.
But it's like
That could persuade people to go over.
nah, not really. Not the
Can
not the
because they
not
taking
the,
they taking less money.
the creators, but the users don't give a fuck. It's kind of similar to Tidal. Like when Tidal came out, the promotion was it's for the artists. The artists get more, but nobody fucking uses Tidal. Why? Because people like the user interface on Spotify and Apple Music over that. Like
I
I said,
think people use titles, huh?
it's the
You probably don't use it. I think people use it though.
I'm not gonna lie
people
to you,
do
son.
people do use it. People use Tidal, but it's by far like when you talk, it's nowhere near.
It's a little brother to the other
You
one,
don't
for
do you
sure.
use Tidal? Why not?
I have Apple Music.
So wait, you just got on him for.
That's what I'm saying. People don't use
No, I'm
Tidal.
just saying they have people that
Yeah,
use
of
it.
course.
I don't use it, but
People
there's
use every-
people out there.
It's not nearly as popular, and like it's like people don't use Tidal. Like of course, not saying literally, but people don't use Tidal, even though like I said, it's marketed towards the artists love Tidal more, but the users don't give a fuck what the artists get when they're listening to it. They just want to listen to their shit in the most easable, accessible way.
Facts.
And that's the same thing with like somebody creating their own website. Like I don't care. People not important enough for me to want to go to your specific website to see you. I'm gonna want to go see where I see. I'm gonna want to go where I see all my smut. And you might be there, but they're not about to. It's gonna be less people that are willing to migrate.
I just find it very interesting how.
I wonder if it's gonna be successful though.
What?
His
Tiger website.
Probably not, especially since
You never
OnlyFans
know.
popping again now.
You never. Yeah. I mean,
Since
now
since
now
OnlyFans back to the.
Fans did come
Son, it's
back.
solidified.
They didn't get the ban through.
it's
That is
solidified.
true.
They're not gonna keep that off now.
I think they
they're
probably
gonna-
saw their. I think they probably saw their projections. Like, I feel like it was, I feel like they was
said
never
that-
gonna do it in the first place.
They said they was able to talk to like some of their
You don't think it was a
they
miscalculation?
sponsors and stuff.
I feel like
Like
they-
some of the sponsors or whatever was actually on board with them keeping it.
I
So
feel
they
like
was
it was-
actually able to talk to some of the sponsors, and that's why they actually kept it.
That's what they said. I feel like it was a test. Like, let's say we canceling it to see how people react and see.
How strongly they feel
Yeah,
about it.
and then look at our projections.
I'm
Or
not
then
gonna lie, them content creators on that bit, they came together.
You know,
They
it's kinda
literally
interesting.
Came together. That's why.
Then they were probably like, "Whoo!"
they said but when they released it, they said like their program that they were supposed to be launching in October, they said it's suspended. They didn't say they canceled it. They said it was suspended. Suspended mean they could come back.
But I mean, what program are they trying to?
The
run?
program when they was talking about banning the
Oh, so they're still gonna try to bring back the
I don't know, but like I said, when you say suspended,
They're not
I feel
gonna
like
bring it
I
back.
feel like you very specific with that wording. Suspended don't mean canceled or we're not gonna do it. Suspended means it can mean till later.
I feel like
They're
they
not bringing it
realized
back.
all the I don't know who all is on OnlyFans, but they must have lost some big names or people that have been bringing a lot of revenue to that app or site or whatever the fuck it is, and niggas realized the people leaving is more of a loss than they anticipated. Like
Yeah,
they had some type of miscalculation. The people that started that shit that was like, oh, we're gonna go PG, didn't realize how much of the rated R niggas love.
I don't
So-
think
But
they
you
ever
people-
wanted to actually get rid of it though.
I don't
I
think-
think it was some of the people that were sponsoring them
Right,
had a
they-
problem with it.
right, more
but they
money.
talked it over and then they got to keep it.
But I don't think they ever could have did anything else, to be honest. Because of course, like I said, you have people
So
on
synonymous
you
with everything
you
already,
have
man.
OnlyFans, and so you have people that are OnlyFans that don't do, you know what I'm saying,
Again,
the smut.
and that's
But OnlyFans is synonymous with
yes.
smut.
And
you heard me?
as long as again, you could be a content creator on OnlyFans and not do any of those things. You could be on there just giving
Cooking.
advice or
Yeah.
how, hey, but subscribe to my OnlyFans if you want to learn how to cook this, or which is a smart move. But honestly, predominantly,
That's it.
people are freaks.
It's what it's-
they're
it's what it's-
going on OnlyFans to look at that thing,
Regardless of what's
and-
actually there,
right,
the
and-
perception is
right.
OnlyFans equal smut.
I mean, again, you think of OnlyFans, everybody and their mama associates it with demon time, even Beyonce.
Facts.
So let's not play games.
Niggas not OnlyFans. Oh,
I don't-
the people be cooking on that bitch. No.
I don't think they could ever even I don't think they could ever exist in any other realm. I think it's branded at this
Let's
point.
say this.
Nah, it's for sure branded.
I go up to my
It's
mama
actually
right now
raps.
and say, "Ma, I created an OnlyFans." First thing she gonna do is, "Boy, what
Boy,
the hell
what?
wrong with you?
What you doing?
What you doing on OnlyFans?"
They for sure asked that.
Again, I ain't even saying that. I could be like, "Yeah, so boom, got an OnlyFans."
We uploading exclusive
Yeah,
content to that.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? On some, what's the other thing that people use? Patreon,
Yeah.
type shit like that.
yeah.
But
That shit didn't last at all though.
yeah, no. They're not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
they shut it down.
But hey, shout out to OnlyFans and all the OnlyFans creators. I'm happy for y'all. I'm glad y'all out there still getting y'all money, ladies.
Getting y'all bread,
fellas.
y'all paper.
See if you can recover your account, Tiger.
Oh.
Get all your followers.
You
I
can
mean,
get
I
it
don't-
back. It's
I don't-
Tiger. All you got, look, I created a new account.
He was talking.
just-
He
They
was,
go go follow.
he was talking shit to them boys. They might say fuck you.
I'm still
Nah,
amazed
they-
at myself.
He was talking trash.
They can't stop
he-
him from getting on though.
Yes, they can. They can ban anybody they want. It's they shit.
Yes, they
You
can.
see how
They
Boosie get every account he makes.
they
man.
wouldn't
Just
stop
like you would
from-
think that Boosie
from
would never
talking
get his-
stuff though.
But son, listen,
Just
like
because
you would
I don't
think
talk
Boosie
stuff,
would
you
never
think they
get
go
his
ban me?
Instagram taken? That's the same thing.
They're not gonna ban me for talking shit, especially if I just come
If you
back.
was telling people not to come to my
That's
shit,
a nigga that needs an OnlyFans, Boosie.
And you can go back if you want to.
I give you $1,000 right now.
he shouldn't delete his account.
Shout out to
It's
Boosie.
Tiger. He could get the followers back
out
at
to
any
Boosie.
moment. Actually,
I think you're wrong about that.
it's Tiger.
I feel like if
You're saying that?
any look at any
the
YouTube,
nigga can get his followers
I
back.
hear
you realize nothing is ever as big as it was before.
Facts.
Anything. If we was to delete this channel today and come back tomorrow, we would not have no 27,000 subscribers anytime soon.
That's because we not Tiger.
But I'm saying that's on
Two
a
different things.
No, I'm saying that's on a smaller scale, but it scales. So if he had 30 million, he wouldn't be able to get the 30 million back tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that.
Imagine when OnlyFans just started and Tiger was one of the first people on it, and then he hopped on it and he
Ju-
got
just
X
like-
amount of people from hopping on it first.
Just like any other subscription, people subscribe and might just forget about your shit and forget they even subscribed. Or like I said, people are less likely to redo some shit than I already did it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get them to do it over again.
yeah.
You just gotta announce it. Like, hey, y'all, I'm back on. I'm back on.
The same thing with Boosie.
Come see me.
Boosie first Instagram had 15 million. He's barely reached 2 million on any of his other Instagrams that he recreated. Because
It's
it's
keep getting banned.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. But by your logic, it's hard to re-get that fan base, to re-get those subscribers and followers. It's not easy as it might sound, no matter who you are. But I think that's it, right?
I think so.
Bada bing, bada
Oh,
boom.
wait. Quick one. We got to just slide into this really quick, fellas.
Oh, talk about Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley.
Gotta talk about Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. What do y'all think?
I watched it. You
Quick
said you
deep
didn't
dive.
watch it.
Highlights.
I watched the whole thing.
But I'll tell you why in a second.
Why'd you only watch it? Tell me right now.
I just felt like, feel like it was written in the stars. I feel like we already knew Jake was gonna win.
You think it was rigged?
Yeah, I think it was written. For sure.
Right. Wow. Why do you think that?
Well, the highlight of just Tyron Woodley giving it his all. Split second, knocked him on the ropes. My son looked like he was out for the count. And cocks back and walks away.
He looked like he was out for the count.
Nah, he looked like he was out. Son.
He was falling back, but like you looked at his face, he wasn't like.
But son,
he wasn't like sleep or nothing. He was definitely got rocked, but he wasn't out for the count. He wasn't sleep or nothing.
I seen
like
boxes,
when like when Logan Paul got hit by Floyd and was actually like he got knocked out and held up. It didn't look like that.
I wouldn't even necessarily think that.
It didn't look worse.
I feel like
tripping. Logan Paul was actually out and got held up.
If them ropes wasn't right there,
He would have failed for sure.
he would have been gone.
I definitely think my son Logan, but Jake, and contrary to what everybody believes, the nigga won because he was actually boxing.
No, that was the 4th round, right? Jake dominated the rest of that fight.
He was boxing the mess out of some.
I watched the whole shit. He
I feel
dominated.
like if some, and then all the lead up to the fight, if you talking about my mom and all this other stuff,
Nah, they was
going
talking
on
shit, nigga.
and you had him days. You
I
had
didn't
him
believe none of
seeing
that shit, though.
stars. You had him seeing stars. I'd have been salivating. I'd have seen them, but the juice coming from my mouth because I'm about to knock this dude off the map. I'm about to break his motherfucking jaw, and he held back.
I think he was too far.
Yeah, I feel you.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck. No,
feel you.
listen. I'm gonna keep it 1,000%. I heard a lot of people talking today. Not a lot of people. I heard. I forgot what I was listening to. Some sports. But they were saying that Tyron really doesn't know how to box.
Right.
He didn't know how to follow up with the shots that he was doing. Cause like if it was UFC, he probably would have rushed the nigga, tackle him, beat his ass. But like boxing, it says more technical, and he just didn't know how to finish someone off.
You want to hear what's crazy? Did they have the same amount of time to practice and train?
What do you mean? Why?
Did they have? I'm just asking.
Yeah,
Did they have the same amount of time to practice and train? Tyron Woodley's a UFC champion, right?
What's your point?
He's a bona. I mean, not saying Jake Paul isn't, but he's, for all intents and purposes, he's a bona fide athlete, correct?
Yeah. What's your point?
Got his ass whooped. That's all.
I mean, but he's a UFC fighter. He was a all-state wrestler in college. Like
wrestling, he's known for his
so
wrestling.
I don't understand your point. There's a boxing match
because the only reason why I would feel like he should have had some type of advantage is because he's already within a combat sport, and I would think that his hands would be at least decent enough for him to handle it. But apparently, Jake Paul has been trained. His trainer, whoever his trainer is, I guess, never trained anybody else but him. So
I think you're disrespecting boxing, son. And how much different and technical of a sport it is.
No. I'm not disrespecting boxing. I'm not trying to disrespect Jake Paul either. I'm just trying to figure out how
he won.
I think Jake Paul has more boxing experience than Woodley.
I was honestly looking at that, son, because it just looked like
he dominated that nigga when it comes to boxing.
After the knockout part, you're right. After the knockout
before
part,
too.
It was looking like they both.
The first round, I
didn't watch it in totality, so I
watched the whole thing from beginning to end.
Yeah.
In terms of a boxing stance, he won every round except for the 4th and probably the last one. But he actually, when they said it was a split decision, I was taken aback. I was like, what the fuck? How was it split? It was clear who won that shit.
And people were mad, like, oh, Tyron Woodley should have won.
It was half and
all
half.
this other stuff. I'm like,
What you mean?
That's why it probably was a split decision.
What you mean it was half and half?
Because you said that won the 1st and the 4th, right? Is that what you said?
What did I say?
That
I said I think Tyron Woodley won the 4th and maybe the last round, but it was 8 rounds. I think Jake Paul dominated every single other round.
How many rounds did the judges actually?
I just said it was 8 rounds.
No, I'm saying how many rounds the judges actually said that he won.
It was split decision. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it was more than one judge.
I think that should actually won as well.
Who, Woodley?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
really?
You watched the whole thing? Mm-hmm. What makes you think he should have won?
I just feel like my son should have won. To me, it looked like my son was doing this thing.
He threw like 6 punches the first round. You think he won the first round?
Nah, not the first.
You think he won the second round?
Match card? He wasn't even aggressive.
You think he won the second round?
I was looking at it, son.
What round do you think he won?
I feel like my son.
He clearly won. He definitely won the 4th round. That was when he almost knocked the nigga out.
Knocked him out.
But that was the first round he won.
They need a part 2.
Oh no, there's no part 2.
I'm not getting no fucking part 2.
What you call him? He running.
You know who coming
running
next?
How he running?
He said he didn't want to fight.
I beat you.
I won.
And like I said, you said
running.
it was not close when it comes to a boxing stance. It was not close. Why'd I box you again? I'm trying to make the money. I'm trying to box Conor McGregor. I'm trying to level up from
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Like I said, he said,
he's
"Fuck
going
you,
for
ain't
the
your
big
rematch."
bag.
You still gonna get bread from the rematch?
Fuck you, ain't. I'm trying to level up. I'm Jake Paul.
I want to get that $100 million.
I just got you a payday. That's like me being Floyd. I brought you to the money. You don't get to this demand a rematch from me. I'm the money.
Let's go back to
they come to see
Geniuses.
me. They ain't coming to see you.
Let's go back to Geniuses one more time. As much as people hate Jake Paul, this nigga is like, again, another nigga where people are playing checkers and this nigga's playing chess. He does all this trolling and everything and then comes out on top. Now you got to go back and be like, all right, who's going to be the next nigga that we wish and hope and knock him out? Because at this point, what other boxer out there?
They come to see him lose. People hate him enough.
Yeah.
They want to see him lose.
So what other boxer out there
He's
is
not
getting
fighting
this
no
big
boxers.
of a draw? I don't know. I'm saying
I think in
boxing,
you talk about
period.
unboxing. Yeah, you're right.
In boxing, period, what other guy is giving this much of a buzz to that sport? Nobody. But
Couldn't they say like the actual boxers and the people on the top? They want to be all of them want to be undefeated, so they don't really fight the top level niggas because they obsessed with like a lot of people say like Floyd kind of ruined boxing in that way because all the top level niggas are scared to fight each other because they want to
Stay undefeated.
Stay undefeated.
I
Yeah.
don't think everybody understands that. That's Floyd's lane, man.
You know what I'm
Not
saying,
everybody's
but
gonna be
when
Floyd.
you one of the greatest of all time, you gonna bleed for Winchell, and that's just how he's influenced. You know what I'm saying?
Understandable, but damn.
But
That's
yeah,
weak, man.
back to Woodley. That nigga Jake Paul said it immediately after the fight. He's like, "Oh, well, you had your chance, nigga.
He did.
You said you had your chance. You won another bag. You had your chance."
I do
But
think
he said if that boy get the "I love you, Jake Paul" tattoo, though, I'll box you.
He'll box him again. Yeah, he did.
I think he released some guidelines for that.
They
shit
actually,
too.
they actually shook hands. They was like, "All right, bet, cool," and they shook hands, and my son walked off.
He not getting that tattoo though.
if he gets that tattoo, it's crazy, son.
He's not getting that tattoo. Hold on, let me.
He might get it, son.
Son, listen to me. If he gets that tattoo,
If my son really want the rematch,
My son say it has to be 3 by 2 inches at least. Can't get it covered. Gotta be permanent. You gotta post it on social media, and it has to be visible with shorts and a shirt on.
damn.
So you can't hide that
They gotta
shit.
be visible with shorts and a shirt on.
So listen,
You know what I'm saying? So it can't be like some obscure place. So like if you wearing shorts and a t-shirt,
I thought they said that he had to get it on his leg or something.
so if you had shorts on, you'd be able to see it.
Yeah. But you know what? That goes again into.
But I think my son. I think if he followed those guidelines, I think Jake Paul will fight him again.
I think he gonna get it, son.
But again, you know how
I
much
don't- I wouldn't
you
get
know
that
how much
shit.
mental space.
When he walked off, he was like, "All right, for sure."
But listen, money as you know, they say Tyron really he made again. That's why I think he want that
was
bag
his biggest payday
because
ever.
he made 4 times as much as
Ever made
as
in
his
the UFC.
biggest payday in UFC. 4 times as much as his biggest payday in UFC. And he was a fucking champion. He's considered the
He
greatest
was-
welterweight of all time.
Yes.
He made 4 times that night than he ever did in UFC. That's wild.
That's what slept on because he was that nigga in the UFC.
I really think he want that
was
bag.
that nigga.
I think he want that bag.
I mean, anybody
Anybody want the
anybody
bag.
wants that bag. Yeah.
I'm saying, but I think Jake Paul recognized that. He's like, I'm not about to fight you again, bro.
I feel like he'll get it though, cause I mean, at the end of the day, I could keep it on me until I fight, and then after I fight
He said you
again,
can't get it covered.
I know
But
I'm
in
gonna
the
keep it
other-
on me until we fight.
But who do you think my
Then I
son's
get that
next?
bitch covered up
Who do you think will be his
That's
next fight though?
that's trash.
Who do you think his
Is
next
it
fight
trash?
will be?
I'm gonna get my fight.
No, but I about to
Cover
say,
that hoe up.
I about to say, he actually he tweeted the following day. He was like, actually, it was right before he tweeted out the parameters for the requirements for that tattoo. He was like, update status, retired boxer. He said he done boxing. That's what he said.
Capping, son.
That's what he said.
He could be serious.
He's capping.
Why do you think he capping though?
'Cause, son, he has
let
one-
me paint the picture for
He
you.
has
though.
one more big cash out.
Let me
son.
paint. Unless it's Conor McGregor, I wouldn't do nobody else.
Facts.
But listen,
Conor coming out for that paper too. Don't get it twisted.
but listen, Conor knocked that nigga out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Conor had. It was a point that when Conor fought Floyd, that nigga was like, oh shit. I remember he hit that nigga with that body shot. I remember we was at your house, nigga.
We talking about boxing, son?
Yeah.
We talking about boxing? I genuinely don't. I think.
Son,
isn't Jake Paul bigger than Conor McGregor?
Yes, but do you remember that? Do you remember that?
I remember.
You remember that shot he hit Floyd with? Floyd, the greatest boxer of all time. It was a point in that fight. Nigga was like, oh shit.
Well, again,
It's about to happen.
was Floyd
And
at
Conor is a striker. He's actually known for not being able to be on the ground.
no,
He's
is known
actually
for
hands.
striking. He is, and he did a great job with his boxing at the same time too. But
I think my son just got tired though.
Yeah, he got tired against Floyd.
But you
I
think
I think he'll put Jake away.
really,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That young man is
that's
impressive.
something I actually want
He
to see.
he hasn't fought nobody that actually has hands. Or
wanna see
known
that.
for the hands, I should say.
True, he fought UFC niggas, but
Yeah.
I mean,
both
those
of
are
them
still-
both
those
of
are still
them were
niggas
more
that throw
ground.
hands.
But both of them niggas were more ground niggas. They were specialized in ground shit. Conor was specialized in hands.
boys are saying,
Knocking nigga out, man.
you know who he should fight just so Dana White could shut him up because apparently I guess he and Dana White have like this back and forth going because he talks about what you were referring to about the UFC pay and
Yeah,
all
who
that
she-
stuff like that. And he was like, boys was talking about him bringing Dana White letting Khabib fight that boy.
Khabib not doing that shit. Don't pay.
Fuck that nigga.
Khabib not doing that. Khabib don't.
wouldn't even
Khabib
care,
is retired
yeah.
from fighting.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
His mama
He
don't want him to
doesn't care.
fight. He said after his dad died, he's not gonna fight no more.
Oh,
His mama
wow.
don't want
I
to
didn't
fight.
even
He's
know
not.
that.
He's not gonna fight no more.
I didn't even know that
chilling.
happened with my
Yeah.
son. Rest in
I think he might be playing soccer.
Oh.
Anyway,
Well, so
shout out
much
to
for
Jake
him.
Paul. Keep on getting them bags. You hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to say, I definitely think he retired because you gotta paint the picture. Nigga been making M's off YouTube, before boxing, and I just probably got definitely these last 2 fights, 2 big ass paydays. Why'd I sign up to get punched in the face again when I'm just sitting on M's?
Because that
The same
one
thing when
last
they say about Conor McGregor, like this is why he's not as good no more. Because after he got that Floyd paycheck, it's like it's hard to get up and want it and be motivated to get punched in the face when you sitting on 100 M's.
I
When you
know.
get money, it's hard. It's hard to want to fight.
That
I
is
get
true.
it. I get it.
Like
but
I don't
After
want.
I just got.
I'm
think about
rich.
it like
Why am I
this.
getting punched
But
in the
I'm gonna be
face?
like, you
like
know
this.
what? I'm done.
I'm Jake Paul. I genuinely don't even have to like fight to contend for like a belt or anything. I'm really contending.
just
for
don't.
nothing
I don't
but
want to
this
get punched.
paper.
Like I said, you saw that my nigga almost got knocked out. Why'd I want to almost get knocked out when I'm rich as fuck? Fuck
ate-
this shit.
He ate that hoe.
He didn't eat it. Like I said, the rest of that round, he was definitely running the rest of that round because he knew it. He got hit with a couple more. He was gonna get out of it. He was definitely running the rest
He
of
knew
that round.
Tyron Woodley wasn't pulling that trigger though.
He ain't want. He ain't want to feel that no more.
He pistol whipped him and then
I actually
shoot.
retired too, though. To be honest.
4-0.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
I knocked. I'm
And I got all that.
I'm
bread.
immortalized number 1 after knocking out Nate. So it's like
Done, son.
had that nigga booty up.
I don't
in
need to fight no more. I'm actually good.
You know, that was the beginning of the skepticism for me because I just could not believe the fact that this nigga knocked out Nate.
Nah, he knocked him out. Knocked him out, bitch.
Speaking of boot, never mind.
Don't do that. You was about to talk about Trick Daddy.
Shout out to Trick Daddy. bro.
I knew you were about
I'm gonna leave that boy alone though.
Yeah,
I
nah,
don't even want
Trick,
to talk
you
about it.
a-
Shout out to
hey.
Trick. Hey, Trick Daddy, you's a wild.
You
boy.
wild. That's a wild.
That's a
boy.
wild boy.
That is a wild.
That's a wild boy.
That's who you should be calling.
Mr.
Wild.
Feet in the air.
Nigga say sometimes.
Mr.
And no,
Feet
he
in
say
the air.
it depends.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about that
What is
shit.
Shout out to
depending on
Trick,
Trick
man,
Daddy? What is
you know.
depending on?
Yeah, man. Anything else you guys want
Nah,
to
that's
talk
it,
about?
man. I'm out of here.
After that
Trick
one, I'm
Daddy.
Yeah, man. If you're listening on, if you're watching on YouTube, like the video. Shout out to you making to the end if you on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell. You know we post all the time. You know Spotify, Apple Music, Google, share all that shit. Like it, follow, 5 stars, share. But hey, man. Till next time, man.